Hey guys, what's going on and welcome back. My name is Tech and we have another Rust base build for you guys here. But before we get into that, I'm just going to throw a link in the top right corner to a new solo survival series that I have going on. It's the first time really doing something like that on the channel, so I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments as far as what you think about the series and what you think I should do in it and everything like that. It's brand new to me, so any type of criticism is gladly welcome. But anyway, let's get into this base now. You're looking at like a 4+ man group base. It's going to cost you about 123,000 stone and 13.5 metal frag. You see we got two different entrances on it. There's also going to be a large furnace and a refinery on the inside. But let's get started with the tour. Here you can see that I got these 4 drop boxes here. Make it a little bit easier for you to drop off your loot while you're running around. Unfortunately, I forgot to put a door here, so let's throw that on real quick. And we'll head upstairs. So upstairs you're greeted by another airlock, just in case people start coming through. And here we have one of our first loot rooms. Just 4 boxes. This is like, you know, your resources and stuff like that that you don't need to put locked away under high guard. Come through here, you see we have another ladder hatch going upstairs. And through here we have our grow boxes with 2 more drop boxes on the wall, so you can put things like your seeds and anything that you harvest from there or whatever. And you see we got another ladder hatch there upstairs. And then this is going to be the other entrance on the other side of the base. Laid out the same way, drop boxes, ladder hatch. And then here's an identical loot room on the opposite side of the base. So now that that floor is done, let's just head back over to this ladder hatch. And we'll just get stuck behind it first. Alright, now let's head up top. In here we have our first bedroom. This one has a large box, a locker, and a bed. There's still plenty of room in here. You could probably fit some of those drop boxes on the wall, a couple, anything really, campfires and stuff like that in there. Probably even a refrigerator. Come this way, you see we have our turret guarding these 3 doors. You might want to put up door frames between all these doors too to prevent splash damage. I didn't put them up here just so that it's a little bit easier to show you guys what's going on. Out here we have a little bit of a shooting area. This is going right around your large furnace. You see we got some angles to shoot down, and you can see it goes all the way around. Give you a good fighting platform. You might want to put up like concrete barricades here or low walls or something to give yourself a little bit of cover. And then here we have I put up just a bunch of windows here. You could leave it with no windows. You can do it this way. You can cover the top of it. There's a couple different options. I sort of like this way because it was easy to navigate through and everything like that. And you can really see where everyone's coming from. So now let's head back inside. We'll just go past these bedrooms that we've already checked out. And here you see we have 2 more grow boxes. And here's another turret guarding the other side. And again, you got the same bedroom over here. And then you got 1 more right here. So there's a total of 4 bedrooms. There's tons of room to put bags and other beds down in case you have other people playing with you. But those are like the only 4 actual bedrooms. So now we come through here and we have a double ladder hatch. Let's take this one first. This one's a double ladder hatch and it's going to bring you down to your large furnace. Which again, I apparently didn't put doors on, but that's alright for now. But this is going to be your large furnace area, and you can see up above we actually have 2 layers of floor grills and then a solid layer for preventing them from trying to take a cheaper way down and blow through your large furnace to get into your main base. Now here we just need to throw down a small box so we can make this double hatch jump. I'll just put it right there. We can head back upstairs. Now let's go check out the other ladder hatch. This is going to bring you into the core of your building. And you can see it's well guarded, bunch of doors. You can already see where our honeycomb for the roofing is coming into play. And then here we have the ladder hatch down to the center. You can see our flame turret that we got set up here to help protect if people do manage to get through here. Then we'll check out in here we have our TC. There's our flame turret again. And here we have one of our main loot rooms with 5 boxes. And on this side we got another 5 boxes of main loot. Now to get down here, even if they blow straight down, it's going to be about, I think, 6 floors, possibly 7. And then that's if they just go straight dead center. Then also we got our oil refinery down there. Help you guys making meds and getting rid of that crude oil that always just stocks up. But yeah guys, that's pretty much the base. It's pretty roomy. It's got plenty of room for extra people other than 4. You know, most people would probably consider it a clan base, but whatever you want to call it. But that pretty much covers everything inside. So let's take you outside and start showing you how to build up this monster. Before we get started, here's a quick list of all the resources that you're going to need to build this, along with all the doors and everything else that you saw on the inside. Now with that out of the way, let's get right into this build. Alright, so to start with, you're going to want to make a square foundation about eye level. And then turn that into a 2x2. And then we're just going to surround that with triangles, just like you see here. Now when you get to this point, you're going to want to put down 2 squares, or well actually we could just do 1 square and a triangle, then come back and delete this square, and put the triangles just like this. And then go ahead and just delete these 4 squares, and then place your large furnace right in the center. What we're going to do is we're going to build this large furnace area first, make it safe. That way you can use it while you're setting up the rest of this. You're definitely going to need a starter base to build this base. It isn't very modular, like there isn't really a starting point. So you're going to want a starter base and then use the resources that you gather to build this up. And this is a pretty big build, so don't be surprised if I speed up a fair amount of parts of it. A lot of it's pretty basic. As far as honeycombing and things like that, but anytime there's something complicated, I'll slow it down and let you guys figure out exactly what's going on. So now that you got those 2 doors on there, your large furnace is pretty safe. You do have like this backwards wall here that they can pick through and stuff like that. But for now, let's start working on the footprint, and then we'll worry about covering up that wall as we go here. Alright, so now at this point, this is what your footprint should look like in total. What you're going to want to do next is drop down here and throw a triangle on the end of that square, get rid of both of those, and then put 3 triangles in there. And then get rid of that extra triangle. And then you're going to come over here, do the same thing, get rid of these 2 squares, another 3 triangles. And this side, same thing, throw a triangle on, get rid of the 2 squares, and put another 3 triangles. Now the last thing you want to do is go dead center and get rid of that middle square. Throw your oil refinery in there, and then if we just go back up top, this is what your footprint should look like right now. That one triangle all the way on the far right, you should remove too. I forgot to do that here. But now we can work on actually making the center of this base secure and making it a little bit more functional of a base. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and just wall that in. We'll be able to get access to that in a second. Now you're just going to put up 2 high walls around this basic center section. And once you have it secure like that, go ahead and finish the roof off. Throw down your door, throw down a cupboard, authorize obviously, and put down these triangles here. You can also throw in your floor frame for your hatch that you're going to need in a minute, and then go ahead and just wall that cupboard in. Now you're ready to start doing the roof honeycomb. You're just going to go all the way around the outside like this, and just put a roof on every wall. And some places you'll be able to put a wall on top, other places the roof will just automatically put one. And then make sure that you put the ceilings on. I'm not going to throw the shelves and boxes in here for you guys. You guys can just go ahead and do that. Now would probably be a decent time to do it too, since you're pretty secure once you get doors on here. Now once you're up that hatch, just throw that wall on. Throw another layer of honeycomb right here with that roof. And then you're just going to finish it off with the doorway. And then this hatch will lead you up to the top. And there you go. You got a basic base that's secure. Now let's drop down and work on your entry doors and like your drop box area. This is pretty straightforward. You just want to make sure that you actually do the squared area first. That way you can get your hatch up top and you don't have to worry about destroying walls that you put up by accident. And once you have that floor frame down, that's when you can actually start using these angled walls from the triangle, because they're able to overlap. They're able to overlap like that. And then just to show you guys, I like these drop boxes. The fact that you can fit 4 of them on one wall is pretty cool. They take up like no floor space. They do cost, I think, 200 frags each, so I mean, for 4 on one wall, it's about 800 frags. You guys could use small boxes and stuff like that since you can't put code locks on these. And then you might need stairs because we do need the foundations relatively high. But now, once that side's done, all you have to do is go do the same exact thing to the other side. Now once that's done, this is what your base is going to look like at that point. Give you an idea of what it looks like overall. It's relatively safe here for for most situations, especially if you're early in the wipe. And a key part that you want to do next is to throw these 2 squares on here. You got to do that before you do any of the honeycombing. And while you're doing that, you might as well just finish the whole second floor walkway area. So just go ahead and throw all the floors on there. Now once you have all those floors on there, you can go ahead and just start honeycombing. I'm gonna cheat here a little bit and use no clip just to make it a little bit quicker on myself, but you guys know how to do this. Alright, once you're done with that honeycomb down there, you go ahead and start laying the floors on these areas. You don't need to put it on the outer layer honeycomb because it doesn't matter if you have a floor out there, you're not going to be walking on it. You can go ahead and put the floor all the way around the furnace too. When we do that, we're going to leave one triangle hanging off the edge of each one. Just that way you only have that narrow slit and you can just walk right around it. Once you're done with those floors, then we can start right back on the honeycomb and start setting up like the inner area for this floor. And then with that done, you can just start doing the inner part of the honeycomb, and then we can start working on laying out the bedroom. Now that you're all walled in there, you can go ahead and start putting the doorways up for the bedrooms and putting the doorways up around the hatches and everything. And then go ahead and just wall in that center section where the bedrooms are going to be. Now for this middle part, the roof is only going to go on that one way, but you're going to want to box in this center square first. So put in those 3 walls, then put the roof, and then put the 4th wall in there, blocking it from the bedroom. And then you can go ahead and just finish up doing the walls to actually make the bedrooms. So now your bedrooms are all done, you go ahead and throw your ladders on out here. Put one on each side. And then you're going to come up here and you're going to do the same thing that we had done like a floor below. Basically box in this whole center section. That way we can do the roof honeycomb without it giving us any trouble. So you just throw it on the second floor of walls. And then you're going to throw the ceiling on. And now just go ahead and put a roof on each wall all the way around. Once that's done, go ahead and put a floor, or I guess technically a ceiling, on each one of them. Try to leave yourself a hole though so you can fall through, like that corner over there. That's going to come important in a second. Once you have all the floors down, then you want to stack these walls in here like this, just to keep everything sectioned in case they do blow through. And box off this center area. And then this way, when you have the hole, you can drop right down, finish off that center, finish that off. And boom, everything's all nice and honeycombed up there now. So now you just want to head back up here. And you go ahead and finish all these floors on the outside here. This is that shooting area with all the windows. Like I said, you could do like a variety of different things. I left it open air and just put the windows on. But before you do that, let's throw up the second level of walls here. Just because it's easier to run around in here and do that. And then we'll head back upstairs. And then we could throw the windows on now. And like I said before, you could do anything you want really up here. I just sort of like this open feeling. And the best part is up here, even if they do get here, even if you leave it open like that, absolutely nothing's really exposed in your base. Everything's still just as safe whether or not that's roofed in or not. So now once you put the roof on that center section, you can drop back down. Ooh, if I can get off this ladder. And now throw in the roof panels just like you did for the inner side. You could probably throw your roof like that if you want like extra protection. But what I wind up doing, and I didn't do this in the preview base, but I actually thought of it like while I was doing the actual build part. If you throw down these double door frames, you can actually stack walls on top of them like that, which will help section it off again even more if they do blow down. If you wanted to, you could use them to put additional roofs on in different directions to really mess them up if they try to blow through one of those sections. But that's up to you guys if you want that extra security. I really don't think you'll need it, but it's available. And then go ahead and just throw all these ceilings on. And that pretty much seals up the base. Now obviously I didn't put all the doors down, and I didn't put all the loot rooms down and everything like that. But I figure you guys will do that as you go, figure out what makes it safe. Once you're done there, all you really have to do is come out here and finish boxing in this large furnace. You want to put another layer of grates on here, just because you can't put an actual floor there. Stack that thing up, and then we'll just come up top here and throw down the floors. And there you go, guys. That's pretty much all you got to do to build this base. And now I just got to go ahead and throw all the doors and accessories and stuff like that. But for me, I think that's going to be it. Hope that you guys stuck around to the end, and if you did, I really appreciate it. I would love if you enjoyed the video, if you could toss me a like, and if you haven't already, it would be great if you could subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the latest builds and now all the latest solo survival episodes that we got going on. But anyway, I hope that you guys really enjoyed the build, and I look forward to finding out what you guys think about it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.